Good morning, good evening, ladies, gentlemen. Tone, Marto, and of course, the 302 viewers that we have. Maybe two. How are we, gentlemen?
Feeling fine, feeling fine. Day two of the Sydney Champs coming up. Gather round, it's all happening.
Tone,
Yes, across in Adelaide there this weekend. Plenty more races to keep everybody happy. Lots of winners. Well, if we can get them.
Ooh, bit
oh,
rough last
You
week,
blokes,
wasn't it?
you
we
got
do
them?
get winners.
Got them?
We do. We do. So last week, what we did, because we've got to be a fair type of group. Last week, what we did is we made people lose. But then this week, if you think about it, you threw out a nice one on Monday, and Marto and I backed it up on Wednesday. So we got
Oh,
it
yeah.
back. So we're a bit of a seesaw. We don't want to give people just. We don't want to tell people that we're just professional champions that we are. Sometimes we've got to be told.
No, well, that's right. I guess that's right. But we did all say Observer would be beat, so we were right there. If you were on the lay bets, Observer did get beat, and well beaten at that.
Yeah, stayed away from that race altogether, but
None
not.
of us liked Observer, that's just what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, it'll be
But
interesting
maybe
to
we
see
are
how it goes.
champions.
But there's plenty now, Marto, for you,
Yes, yes.
because for you, this is day two
Yeah.
of of Sydney.
Yes.
You'd be like I don't know, a frustrated nymphomaniac on Viagra. Yeah? You're that
Righto.
excited about it, aren't you, really?
Oh, I'm loving it. Yes, I'm just geez, see, it gets me every year. Day one, it's difficult to pick a winner. Day two, the following week, is where you just clean up. Go and get your bookie and clean out his tote bag.
Oh, so he's gone on it. He's gone out early, Tone. He's basically saying we're at
I'm
day
calling it.
two.
I've gone the early crow curse.
All right.
That's it.
Well,
Yeah, Marto's on it early.
let's not hold back because we've all watched the Carlton game, and to be fair to Carlton, to be fair, they improved.
Oh, come on, it's Adelaide you're playing.
What are you
You
talking about?
realise they were 0-3 coming in tonight, right?
Hang on, Adelaide in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. They're a better team than Carlton in Adelaide. Yep.
Okay.
So, in any case, that is that. Carlton have got a win coming up, and I think it's round 13 where they play Essendon, or is that the week after where they got the bye? Anyway, let's not talk football right now. Episode 90 AC, let's start going with our kick starters. And of course,
Kick it
Tone,
off.
why don't you go first because you're in Melbourne, even though it's probably not the first race.
Yes. Yes. Race one. Caulfield race one, number two. Bring forth about $5. $5. It's a very open race. Bring forth's the actual favourite, I think, at $5.
Yep.
Molly the Dolly is on board ship and she's riding well. She's got some good rides this week too. On Saturday. I'm just trying. I think I jotted them
So
down
who's riding it?
here.
Molly.
Molly Burke, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Molly the
Molly
Dolly.
Burke.
Molly Burke is riding it.
Yes,
Mm.
She hasn't
yes.
yet been placed in the Tone Book of Jockeys. I hope she stays out of it because I do like it as well. I think Bring Forth.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think she's an honest rider too.
Yep. She's got one, two, three. She's got six rides on Saturday.
well,
Race
that's
two,
six
she's
that she
on.
can ruin.
Eh?
That's six that she can crucify, isn't it?
I'd
Oh
rather
dear.
be on her than back in bloody J-Mac on favourites during the week. Stuffed up another one there the other day. Ran second last after I threw it out. Ran what, five in a row, six in a row. J-Mac's on it, second last. Well done, J-Mac, because it wasn't a group race, so there wasn't much money in it for you. Good on you. Thank
I
you.
love it. I love Tone's passion.
Right.
All right,
Mm.
Marto, you're going next,
Yeah.
even though you're probably the first race of the Saturday morning. Let's go.
Well, let's hope it's the first winner of the day. Then first up at Rosehill, Diameter, $6 I think is big, big overs. I don't mind the way he ran last start. It was at Rosehill, but the rail was out, so you weren't going to come on from the back. Randwick, we've only got a 4 metre rail. I think we're going to improve to a good four with very light showers, so I don't see a downgrade there. He'll be running on the back with a lot more room here, longer straight to come home. Tommy Berry's on, which is a big, big plus. I just love the way
Yes.
this thing came home late last start. I know it finished eighth, but it wasn't that far off. The extra 200 out to 16. Perfect. I think it's overs at $6, so I'm going to take a chance on that one.
Well, there's a race one, number three diameter. Let's go and get ourselves a running double. Race two, number four, Regal Award. Now, Stokes is
Mm.
staying with this horse in Sydney. Now, it's normally racing in Melbourne. Could have brought it back to Melbourne, could have taken it back across to South Australia, but he's decided to stay there with it. Schofield stays on board, steps up in distance. I think there were excuses last start. The seventh didn't look as bad as it was.
Yeah.
Meets the toppy, better for the weights. Um, I just think all signs point to this horse weighing in. And at $3.40, it's already moved a little bit. I got on earlier in the day at 370. I like it. Basically, if the track improves, we posse up to positively win. That's my little words of wisdom. So I do think that the track will improve in Sydney too. Marto, you're the weatherman.
Yeah,
Will
I agree. I did actually have a look at the weather today. I'm semi-retired now, so I got a bit more time to have a look. Yeah, very, very light showers, if any, coming through today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So I'm looking for a track upgrade. The early forecast yesterday was soft six. I think we're going to start on a good full.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking, and I think this horse is better suited on the dry ground. So if we go 5 by 6 is 30, by say 3 is 90, add a little bit of extras, 100 to 1. Tone, how much do you normally put on?
Perfect.
100?
A dollar.
Yeah. One unit for Tone. Yeah, we know, we all know. In any case, they're our Kickstarters. Now, there's a whole heap of races in Sydney, so we'll get through our main one. Maybe we'll preview a few races. Best bets. I'm going to go first
Go for it. What do you
because
got?
Beautiful.
in the chat, I was a little bit iffy about which way to go. But I've stuck with Doomben, race five, number one, Icarian Dream, $2.90. Look, this horse has raced against the best of them. It's been placed behind grafter burners. If you go back, I think it was actually placed behind She's an Alibi in a Group 3 last year in the Vanity.
Mm.
Beaten only 3 lengths. My right up here, it says it now steps up into a more suitable distance, which is 1300. It did finish, I think, sixth of eight, first up after a bit of a freshen, but they all went across the line together, and I don't think it was really fully extended. It was out wide as well. Gets a better draw, gets everything I think it should want, should be suited by the pace in a race, and I see her winning. This is what I've written. She is a horse who has always displayed plenty of ability, but consistency in winning has been the key. But when you race against good horses like Grafter Burners, when you race against good
It's hard.
horses like She's an Alibi, when you look at My Gladiola and all those good horses, top end horses, Ryan Maloney on, soft track, no problem. Only bad luck keeps her out of the podium. And hopefully she wins. Currium Dream, Ryan Maloney for Kieran Maher, if I'm right. $2.90.
Like it.
Yes.
Chance,
Yep.
mate, you like it?
Yes, yes. Definitely, definitely. It was good in Sydney. It'll be better in Brisbane.
I hope you're right. Now, Tone, let's go to you because you've gone with one of your favourites.
One of my old favourites, yes, Morfettville, staying in the city of Churches, over there with the footy this weekend and all. So race 6, number 12, Water Sports, going for 3 on the top, 3 on the trot with an honest jockey on board. Winning form's good form to make it 3 in a row. Zach Spain will get the job done at about 11 skins. I think it's a good thing in a really tough race.
How many times have you tipped this horse?
Yeah.
Oh, once or twice, I think. This could be the third time.
Could be the
And
third
the
or maybe
rest.
fourth or the fifth, mate.
It's been up a few times, yes.
It could be.
It's one of your favourites, all
Honest
right.
as
But
goes on this horse.
who's riding it?
Zach Spain.
Okay. Is he in the book?
Yeah.
He will be.
He's in a good book. He's on the golden side. He's not on the lead side.
Right.
Okay. Well, why not? Water sports it is. I mean, it's holding its form. It's been up a while, but you're right.
Yeah.
Winning form is good form. So good luck, Tone, over in good old South Australia. It'll be gather round, as they say.
Gather round.
That's
It'll be
it, Marto.
Gather
gathering
around the
around.
bookies tote
You
bag. Yes,
know,
I'm going to go. My best of the day. I'm coming up at the Australian Oaks. We're going to take on the New Zealand Oaks winner in Oh Hope He Wins, who really did not impress me last start in the binary. Profoundly did in the Adrian Knox. What was that horse that was leading? Soverado looked to have it in the bag, and then profoundly just quickened over that last couple hundred straight over the top, and it was 2.5 lengths winner. Tommy Berry staying on. I think that pace is going to be set up again after summer, and Soverado probably set the pace. I hope he wins coming back from 2,400 to 2,000. It's a big, big question mark for me, even with JMac on. Profoundly rated last start in the Adrian Knox better than what I hope he wins did when she won the New Zealand Oaks. So yeah, again with that drawing track, I think it sets up much better for Profoundly, who is in form after winning last week.
What's your second
I
pick?
reckon it wins. I reckon it wins, Marto. J-Mac shit ride on. I hope he wins last start, and I think it's a
I
weak horse.
don't know.
Really,
It was a
I'm not.
shit
I'm not.
ride. Yeah, I Gary, it's a six shit horse. I think Soberado runs second again.
Okay. I looked at this race, and I was just curious. I don't mind Dominic Sutton as a bit of a quiet achiever. And I remember last year, I think he won a group race
Yeah,
for Roche, if I was right. And
yeah.
Billy Egan, I'm not saying that it beats profoundly, don't get me wrong,
No,
but
no, no. It's
that's why I'm
there. It's a
asking second
stager.
pick. But I just think Billy Egan, one of Tone's favourite country jockeys here, there he is.
Terrible.
He's getting the bucket out, ready to vomit. He's gone up to ride it, and yeah, just
Yeah.
interesting. That's all I'll say.
Um,
But,
it is. And I'll give you my numbers. They are 3, 4, 2, and 1. That's my top four, which
yep,
puts after summer right there.
yeah, interesting. It is a good race too. But we'll talk a little bit more, maybe not so much about that one.
We'll touch back
Talk
on
about
it.
the
Yes, okay.
other.
But
Let's
that's my best of the day. Profoundly to win the Oaks.
Why not? Currently about $3.40,
Yep.
I think. So we've got $3.40.
Yeah.
We've got $3. And Tone, what's water sports these days? About 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15.
I think it was about not when I looked at it, it was 950. I don't know whether it's gone up. Might have gone up. Might have come in.
Well, it depends. Did you
Well,
only look at it, or did you also punt it?
Oh, I'm on. I'm on already.
Oh, if
he's
you're on,
on.
then it's coming to $6. Anyway,
He's-
uh, let's get the glory days, because last week the only one that got a glory days look in was mine with that Curacao or whatever it was called, and it ran third.
Yes.
Caraca.
There's a
Yeah.
bit of money for it. It wasn't a bad
Yes.
run. This week, Tone, you're taking on one of my tips, um, and that's okay. So give us why autumn. Oh, sorry. Give us why your glory days could potentially upset my Kickstarter.
Oh well, the glory day. My glory days tips have been going really well. I don't think I've even got one placed yet, have I? But how long's a piece of string? But anyway, Randwick Race 2, number 11, Autumn King, not Autumn Glow, Autumn King. It's about 15 skins and 440 the place. Ashley Morgan, honest hoop on board. And once again, this is another horse going for free on the trot. But this is an extremely difficult race. But
Yeah.
I think it's good value at the price.
Now, Tone,
I don't know what you guys-
I'll put some comments in my little notepad here. You know
Yep.
that it's not a highway race, because its
Yes.
winning form has been two country races, and I was just thinking,
Yes.
I think maybe Tone's looked at this race and neglected that race two is not a highway, because you used to love having a little sneaky
He
kickstart
did.
of the highway. You did for a while. Winning form is good form, I will say that, but I hope you run second.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
good
let's
enough
take
for
George
me.
wins. We get the Quinella, but they're having a crack in the city. So whether it is up to the standard, I think it might run a place at good odds behind yours probably. And
Well,
so you get the winner.
why not?
I'll
But
get
yeah,
second.
not to be outdone. Tone's taken Tassie on with his Kickstarter. Now, Marto
Yep.
and Tassie have both got Glory Days bets in the same race. And I guess the curious and the question is, will either of them be placed?
Will we tip the Quinella?
Will we tip it?
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
That
What are
What
we?
about
that's it.
what about a dead heat winners?
No, I don't like half price specials, mate.
Oh, okay.
I'll take the Quinella's going to be good though at about 12 and $14. So,
Tell us,
I'm
Marto, which
gonna
one's
I'm gonna
yours?
take it with the field
well,
in the trifecta. So then we got first, second, and
Oh,
whatever runs third.
smart man. Up
yeah,
there.
Glory Days. Glory Days. Caulfield, race 8, the feature of the day there at Caulfield, the anniversary vase. I think Golden Path is over the odds here. Ran on well behind El Duca last start at Flemington, who's going to be right up there again, although the wide gate is probably going to knock him up late. Um, but that barrier 10, I think Jamie Mott's going to be able to cross him because there is a bit of speed underneath, especially with, say, Sadati, um, towing him across. Yeah, and Taken's going to be screaming home late, of course, but yeah, I do like Golden Path as a roughie in the anniversary vase.
Well, Marto, you've gone number two, and I've gone down the bottom number 14, and I've gone with Graham Begg's Silly Cap, and I think it comes back to a more suitable race. So, look, she's a lightly raced 4-year-old mare. She's had 10 starts and she's won 4 times. Um,
Mm,
last start in the Group 1, I think, what was it, the Coolmore? It wasn't that bad a
yeah,
run. You look at
no,
the,
it wasn't.
she was only beaten 3.5 lengths. Um,
You got the right man on too.
yeah, and look, hopefully, because there's rain here in Melbourne at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if the track does deteriorate. And if it does, and it goes into the soft range, it will help this mare, or this horse, should I say, because it's 3 from 3 on the soft. So it has won at the mile. Um, this is a drop-in class, and it might need to be ridden for a bit of luck because of the barrier draw. But if it gets any luck,
Look,
it could surprise. That's all I'm going to say.
well,
So,
yeah, I don't mind it as a roughie in the race for sure, but I've always said Sydney horses are cursed at Caulfield. There is no camber at Caulfield, so they can't sort of lay into that
but,
bend.
but it's not really a Sydney horse. It's a Melbourne horse that's raced in Sydney.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't know. There's a reason he took it up to Sydney. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's an open race,
It is a very
and
open race. It is.
she's drawn the one. But yeah, that rail is out 8 meters, so she's going to need to be a couple. She's going to need to be forward, a couple pairs back at
And
worst.
and she
And
doesn't, and that's what I mean,
yeah,
and that's why I've said he may need to be ridden for luck, but if
yeah.
she gets it, she could definitely
Oh
surprise.
yeah, for sure. I'm not discrediting it. And
Yeah,
fourth up is probably the best too.
yeah.
So yeah, she's surprised at the lightweights. Like I said, you got the right man on Harry Coffey.
Look,
He's going to put her in the right spot.
the reason I liked it, I remember listening to Graham Begg about this horse when he spoke about it,
Mm.
and he had a bit of an opinion of it. Now, since he opened his mouth, or since I listened to him with the opinion, I don't think it's won since.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe he was just, he put his mouth
Well,
or whatever.
she
But
hasn't been fourth up since he mentioned it.
well,
She's
that's
fourth up this weekend. So there
very,
you
very
go.
valid.
That's where she
Very,
finds her winning form, right?
very, very valid. Very, very valid. Now, let's have a look at some of the Sydney big races because we're looking
Oh,
at time
four
on
group
this.
ones, three group twos.
So yeah, the ones. I mean, we looked at the Oaks, and that was we'll get.
Yep.
I mean, have you got a tip in the Oaks? I mean, I like After Summer. Marto likes Profoundly, but I think you also said that Profoundly probably wins because you don't like Oh Hope, correct?
What race is it?
Race 5 in Randwick.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, J Mac will slaughter that. Don't worry about that. I'll be having a little. Well, here I'm eating me words, but I'm gonna if I was gonna have a bet, I'd have a little each way on After Summer with Billy Egan. I backed the last start. Wasn't a bad second, but I think Marto's a win. But I would have a little bit of each way After Summer, and I'd lay J Mac's horse because he won't win on that.
So J-Mac has a shocker. Race
I
6.
hope he loses.
So we all do. Race 6. The
Oh,
three-year-old
Jesus.
Brent Mato. Whatever you
We've
like.
gone all the way to race six.
Oh, we're from
Okay.
5 to 6. I left out the early ones.
Yeah,
Do you
you
like some
did.
of the early ones as
Okay.
well?
Yeah, but I like two, so I'm going to be Dutching up there. Um, race six. Race six. What do we got there?
Tempter's a dollar
Oh yeah,
seventy.
this is the Arrowfield. How good is this? Man, we got so many good horses here. Bayvakt if it was wet, but it's not going to be. Beedman's overdue. Mahuna wins last year. Does she come back again? Tempted. Good luck beating Tempted, especially with that dry track.
Grafter burners. Unlucky
Good
last
luck
time.
beating
Lots of
Tempted.
variance. You don't. Yeah,
Good
look.
luck.
Well, the market says a dollar seventy. So
Well, yeah, see, grafter burners has drawn barrier five, and I don't think that's ideal for grafter burners. I think it's going to be crowded for room and boxed in. And if it gets out, sure, it can challenge her, but oh, tempted. I just can't go tempted. She's past tempted rather. She loves Randwick.
Tone,
Absolutely loves Randwick.
what about you? Your favourite
Yeah, I'd have to back.
wins?
Yeah, tempted. Just he just walked Cantor's home over this lot, I think.
Yeah, I think she's going to reopen the argument of who's the best printer in Australia. We've got Tempted, we've got Jimmy Star, we've got Jolly Star, and the ageless Giga Kick. I mean,
That was a good run last
and then
start.
you got Overpass. Then when it's take Overpass over to Ascot now. Hang on a minute. He's not
What,
dead yet.
what about Skyhook? Can
Yep.
it win this
Well,
one?
it's another. It's for me, it's a forgotten horse in this field.
Yeah, I think
I'm not
tempted.
ashamed to
I think
admit
we all
that,
want
but
tempted.
well, Devil Knight, we know what that did in the Blue Diamond last year, and it's been gonna produce something again, but hasn't quite. So one day those stars are going to line up for him again.
Absolutely. Now,
Probably the biggest, dodgiest horse, shifty horse in the race is Beedman. He's going to win a race sooner or later when nobody expects it.
Beedman,
But I,
yeah.
but I think he'll win this, But you never. Craig Williams can. Who's on it? J Max on it. He might pull it out.
there
He might.
you go. No, you
That's
said
a
he's gonna burn him. He's gonna ride it terrible. So let's hope so.
Oh no! I hope he watched and wins. He'll that's no. That horse
$2
is
million Sydney Cup race seven at Randwick. Have we had a look at that one, boys?
I have had a look, and
oh,
I've gone with Soul of Spain as my roughie. I've gone back
Oh,
and had a look at
okay.
this. It ran
Yep.
third over 2,600 in the St. Leger. It ran second over 2,400 in the Metrop. It won the Newcastle Cup. It's actually won over 3,300 back in Ireland in October 2024, be it was a maiden. It's been in Australia now 14 months,
Yep.
and I think it's found a race where it might
Soul of
surprise.
Spain.
Soul of
Well,
Spain.
I'm with River of Stars for almost exactly the same reasons because he's just got better and better out here.
Yeah.
Hasn't really had that kick in the weight for age races, but 3,200 in a handicap. Oh, mate, I just think this horse turns up, and that this will be his ticket in the Melbourne Cup.
Tone?
I reckon this is there's some good horses in this race with shit jockeys all on them. I'm going to jump on Mardos here, and you know, I'm going to jump on the gunner, Juga Kibo, with filthy old Craig Williams on it. Have a bit each way. It'll run third.
Oh,
Could actually even run second. You never know.
well, it does stay all day, but didn't kick late. Have we forgotten about Whiskey on the Hill, or is the draw too wide because it does like to go forward?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about
That's
Whiskey on the Hill.
out of your stable, Taz, isn't it? Whiskey on the Hill.
Yeah,
Well, it
I
won
look. I
nicely
remember when
down
they
at
were.
Flemington last start.
The problem I have with Whiskey on the Hill is I think it's been up a bit longer, and
Mm.
a lot of these horses now that we're seeing more of them is overseas stayers that have come to Australia, and I don't like an overseas stayer that's in Australia that's been up for a long period of time because they've never raced that way historically. So I don't know. I don't know.
Really? They race them every other week over there. I mean, you can have a
Not the
dozen
good
races in
ones.
6 months over there.
Not the good ones though. Not the good
No,
stayers.
okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
You know what I mean? So, and I just
But
wonder whether these are, I don't know. I just have a gut feeling I'm not, I
yeah,
can't
and
have a
and
feel. That's all I'm
The
saying.
2 mile, it's tough to pick a winner for 2 mile too. I just like those horses
100%
that
it
have
is.
been progressing as they're rising in trip. And for me, River of Stars lines up, but definitely Solar Spain's got to be right there as well.
Well, didn't River of Stars run over the Spring Carnival here the season? Didn't it do? I'm pretty sure it ran a bottler. Was it in the Caulfield Cup?
Yeah, it was. They did have Melbourne Cup aspirations. Didn't quite come up to scratch, of course, but
Yeah, I think
yes,
I'm just getting
maybe
the
this is the
form.
year. Maybe this is the River of Stars year, like Without a Fight was a
Yeah,
couple of years back.
yeah, it ran second in the Caulfield Cup. It ran fourth in the
Yes,
Melbourne Cup. So
we
you're
just
right. Yeah, look, I just yeah, River of Stars, and is it a grey or not? I'm not sure. It was a good run.
I
The
can't
Caulfield
I
Cup.
can't remember.
It was a huge run, the Caulfield Cup.
Yes.
But J-Mac, I don't know, Tone. Are you going to put the kiss of death on him? Because if you are, I want to know. Because then I want to back most of his horses. I'm waiting for you to give us the word.
Oh, look, I don't know. J-Mac, he just gets all the sweet rides. When he's not on things that are just a turnkey operation, I don't have a lot of faith on a lot of horses that he rides, especially during the week.
Okay.
Saturdays is different. But oh, Jesus, I wouldn't have a bet in this race. Me, no.
Look, it's good value for money, though.
No. Oh, yeah.
3,200.
50.
You watch
Well,
your money burn slowly when you lose here. Queen of the Turf, race 8.
Oh,
This is
yes.
a great race
This
with
is really great race. This is what I'm looking forward to probably most of the day, actually, because it's so hotly contested. Even out to Arctic Glamour at $27. But Pride of Jenny leading the way. Are they going to run it down? Lady Shenandoah is going to be screaming home from the back. Treasure of the Moment's got a point to prove after winning last start. It's going to be right behind Pride of Jenny. How far away she get? Lazura is a pretty special horse too.
Yep.
Like a Lucy, she's a hustler. I mean, oh, Idle Flyer as well. It's just a field full of, I want to get on, but you can't back them all.
You
Uh,
can't.
uh,
Give us your best four. Give us your four chances because I think we all know what your three are going to be.
Well, I do have Treasure at the moment, Lady Shenandoah, top two.
Yep.
Um, where are we at? Race eight.
Let's see.
And I can't decide between Idle Flyer or Pride of Jenny hanging on as my third spot.
So then basically they're your four. Idle Fire is your fourth.
Yeah, but there's longer odds there. Like I said, Lazura, she's a hustler like a Lucy. I'm not without chances of getting into that third or fourth spot either.
Okay. What about you? Go your four.
oh, not in order, but I'd
Hmm.
go Pride of Jenny, Lady Shenandoah, Treasure of the Moment, and Idle Flyer.
There you go.
Also the same, the same. So you think Pride of Jenny hangs on? Do you think she hangs on?
No.
Oh, I think she'll be there. Don't trust the Bates as much, but Bates is I'm not real keen on them. But
It's
the horse
it's the
horse is
back.
good. Jockey.
It, oh, look, just going to say it's the back to 1600 in Sydney is the thing that worries me about her hanging on because Randwick with that rail at 4, they're going to be coming on from the back and she's going to set that pace, set them up to run on over the top. She might run her own death.
And that's why
Good. Yes.
I've gone with the similar three that you have in the sense of
Mm.
I think Jenny, Shenandoah, and Treasure of the Moment. But my
And
fourth
then,
is Like a Lucy because
yeah.
I think the drop back in distance and the speed on and what you just said coming from behind might actually put her in the race.
Oh,
Um,
and don't forget Nash on. How good's Nash been riding?
I've always rated Nash. He's the best
Yeah, so
rider.
what? Tony hates him, but
I
he'll
bloody
find the
hate him.
best spot of the track, and he loves running on from the back, just finding that. What did Pezza used to say? The travelator lane down at Randwick, and just to accelerate past a lot of them. So yeah, he's got. I think that one's got the right jockey on as well.
Yeah, well, the good thing about Tone, how he hates jockeys, at least he's consistent because he doesn't hate some, he hates them all. Isn't that fair to
Yes,
say, Tone?
he,
That's
he,
right. I do. Some of the girls I've got favourites.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but that's only
you know.
because of their looks, not necessarily because of the way they ride.
Oh yeah, I saw one during the week. She was on. I don't know. She was on one of the shorts. At I forget where she was. A little darling, little Anna Roper, isn't she lovely? She's a little cutie.
She
Like
your
a
favorite. She your favorite now.
yes. She, She's my favourite now. Yeah, Jamie's got a Jamie's history. She's finished. She's gone
Oh, long
She's
gone.
completely.
pregnant, isn't she?
Hey,
Is Jamie
she's
pregnant?
what?
No, she just lost 2.5 kilos to win last week. I don't think she's pregnant.
Well, I reckon it. Maybe I don't know where I heard it or something, or maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But maybe she's. They're thinking about a family, is what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Possibly thinking
oh,
about
I
it,
don't
but
know.
I
Maybe
doubt
maybe
she's.
I'm getting it wrong. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
in the next
I,
let's say 6 to 8 weeks, we hear a little rumor that Jamie. Could you imagine? Because her and little they'll have little elephant babies, won't they?
that's
Okay.
all we need.
her.
Another melon running around the track.
Oh God, help us all.
Good on them.
Queen
Good on
Elizabeth,
them.
race 9. It's a $5 million race at Randwick. Is
This is a pretty
anything
good
going
race
to
too.
beat Autumn Glow? Can you
Oh,
see her being
oh,
beat? Because I'm going to say history is against her. No 3-year-old filly has ever gone to 2,000 meters in a Group 1 and won at their first attempt. Lonhro and Winks did it, but they had already won at 2,000 meters. The unknown factor is the 2,000 meters here.
It's pretty good horses in this.
Oh,
Autumn Glow,
there is. I think Aliana's
Ariana.
just been thrown in to make up the numbers, though. I think she's going to be running a blocking run for Autumn Glow.
What about
Same
Dubai
as she
Honor
did.
with Haggis?
Well, it was paddling late last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry, and that was 2,400. Obviously, back to 2,000 meters, he's going to be stronger, better up. We did say he doesn't like the dry track, but he did win this race a couple of years back on a dry track and absolutely embarrassed him. For
Fidelio?
me, I think the danger is Sir Delius.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
I really do. I think the dangerous Sedelius, third up, 2,000 meters, drawing track, barrier 3, Craig Williams on. There's a lot of ticks for that thing.
Does
But of course, I want to see Autumn Glow win, of course. I want to see that picket fence continue. And then we can still talk about whether she's going to meet up with she's an alibi someday.
it
But if anything's going to beat her, I think it might be Sedelius in this field.
is, and I mean, I'll get your selections in a moment, Tone, and I'll throw to you now actually. But Autumn Glow, she's an alibi. Could they be headed towards the Cox Plate?
They said no, she's an alibi. They considered Cox Plate, but there's an extra $1 million in the Golden Eagle, so that's where they're considering going instead.
Okay, and then
Just
there's
because
the
of price. I mean, put yourself in Fred Noski's shoes, right? You're a grazier, northwest of Townsville, just a farmer. You buy a yearling for $10,000. There's breeding behind it. There's talent in the horse. You can't win a race in Townsville. You can't win a race in Mackay. You put the call out to the southern trainers and say, look, I've got this horse. She's got ability. I just can't get her to run. You want to have a look? Moods picks up the phone and says, yeah, Kath and I'll have a look at her. And he wins a freaking $5 million Group
yeah,
1 Doncaster, not just winning. She won from the impossible position. Out the back, cast 8 wide off the bend, and then streaks away to win by nearly 6 lengths.
yeah,
That's incredible. 12 and a half lengths faster over the last 600 than Group 1 standard. That is just flying
it
for
just
a
makes you wonder.
$10,000 purchase.
So
Wow.
if Autumn Glow went to the Doncaster, would have been an interesting race.
It would have. We don't know what would have happened. Obviously, she's alibi's got a great turn of foot, but Mood said after, said, I'm glad Autumn Glow's not here. But Waller also said, I'm glad I didn't run Autumn Glow in the Doncaster. So they've got a lot of respect for each other's horses.
Absolutely.
And we won't know what will happen until they do line up.
Tone, who wins it?
I've well, look, as they say, odds on. Look on. I'm sort of following Mardo here. Like, I'd like to see Autumn Glow continue, but he's Magic Man Craig Williams in these big races too.
Yeah.
Sedelius is I reckon about ready
Yeah,
to win, and this
So,
is
yeah.
third up, isn't it? Third up now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
third up now. That's where he does his better
you
work,
know,
and he is going to the Cox Plate after that embarrassing scratching last year from the Cox and Caulfield.
Yeah.
He will be in the Cox Plate this year, which is actually going to be run at Flemington, and which is interesting because there's a much longer straight at Flemington than there is at the Moonee Valley Straight.
I tell
It
you
kind
what,
of
I would love to
changes.
see. I would love to see a Cox Plate at Flemington with the long straight, with an
Mm.
outright leader, and a horse coming from behind, and not
I
necessarily our Waverley Star Vo Rogue type contest, but
Bone crusher.
more. Yeah, sorry, yeah,
yes.
Bone Crusher, but more
Giving
a
them
Vo
up.
Rogue type. Get out the front, and then
Yep.
something come from behind, and will it get
Well,
there?
it's obviously going to depend on where they set the rail on that day, but I think we're heading to something like that.
It'll be interesting. It will. Now,
Mm.
before we wrap up, because we're only down to a couple of minutes, have you got any sneakies? Because if you've got one, I've got one that I'm going to throw in a thread because it's a Toowoomba.
Oh,
Um,
Jesus.
well, it's a Danny O'Brien horse that I had black booked here in Melbourne that's been
Yep.
sold and now has gone to Bill Healy in Queensland that's running first up at Toowoomba. I'll put it in the bet thread. It's called Rumbletown. That's on
Bulltown.
Saturday. Yeah, that's on Saturday. But you gentlemen had a look around because there's racing tomorrow at Cranbourne, and also in
Right.
South Australia, Tone. So you're enjoying your South Australia these days. So have you had a look, gents? Anything?
They also are at Kyneton tomorrow too. But
They
no,
are.
I will mention that Diversity was a nice winner on Wednesday for us up at Eagle Farm.
Yep.
Ran away from her when she had every right to tire. And we are looking for a Queensland Oaks. So watch this space.
Nice. Tone?
I haven't got anything tomorrow, but on Saturday I do like the look of it's a dual acceptor regeneration. It's in race 7 at Morpheville and it's in race 9 at Caulfield. I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah,
Sort of
what's first
similar
up?
sort of price.
Check which odds are coming down.
Yeah. Back them both. You'll get your money back on the other one.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yep.
that's what I do. And that's what I was thinking about doing for on display. It's the same sort of thing. Price
Mm.
has got to go into Sydney or it might stay in Melbourne. And I thought, you know what? Just put a couple of hundred on in each
That's it. Yeah.
and so be it.
Get around the
Bill,
group
up
races
next
on
one for
Saturday
now.
and then get around the tally on Saturday night. What's the Swannies take on the Gold Coast at Adelaide?
Go Swanee.
Well, gentlemen, it's
It
always
was
a pleasure.
priceless last week to see the look on Dimmer's face.
Oh, that was terrible. They were terrible. Just goes to show
Last week, yeah.
Carlton have played some pretty